You're listening to the Now What podcast with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Now What podcast with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. I got it right and nailed it, didn't I?
You got it right and nailed it. Yeah. I don't know what term you were going for.
Do you know how much I had to focus to do that?
Oh, I know. I can tell by what you said after. I got it right and nailed it. That's right.
My whole body stiffs up when I have to say it.
Yeah. Mike arrived at the podcast today with our usual coffees, but we have in front of us hot apple cider from Dunkin Donuts and cold apple cider for the taste test that was promised.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going to be honest with you, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah, so I think we should get this out of the way.
Right off the bat, and then
right
we start
off the
talking
bat.
about life.
Then start talking about life, because it can either change our life
Yes.
positively. Like, my God, our life's either going to be pre-apple cider and post-apple cider.
Exactly.
Negative or positive each
Yeah.
way. Be like, man, this day, what's today's date? This is September 28th, 2014.
This is either life-changing or we're just going to go back to the regular life.
Yeah, or life-ruining.
Yeah.
Okay. I just cracked open the hot apple cider. I'm taking the first
You
sip.
going?
I'm
Tell me what you think until I...
Okay, I won't tell you what I think. Okay.
It tastes like a Cinnabon melted.
Yeah, it tastes like apple pie from McDonald's. Like instead of biting it, and it's like it's like liquefied.
chewy.
It's like a liquefied
Cinnabon. Apple pie.
apple
Cinnabon?
pie. Don't want to drink it.
No, I took a sip. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's exactly as shitty as I thought it was going to be.
Want to do the ice?
I'm sorry to our fans out there.
Oh, my God. Listen. Okay. It stays in there, too. If you don't take if you don't take a big swallow of it, kind of like floats around your mouth for a while.
I couldn't nurse that. Like, I just took that, and I'm like, I'm done with apples for 2014. Like,
Yeah.
I eat apples.
I love apples.
I love apples. I eat apple pie. That's one sip of the hot apple cider. I think I'm good to go for apples.
I love apple juice. I'm a big apple juice guy. Love apple juice.
I stay away from the juice because it's so much sugar.
Yeah, well, I don't drink it regularly either, but when I do, if I'm having juice,
Yeah,
it's apple juice.
Apple juice. Yeah.
And that tastes like a piss-warm apple juice.
Yeah, what's the difference between a juice and a cider? Like, what makes it? How do you take it from
Take it a
juice
notch,
to cider?
Kick it up a notch.
You know what I want to do?
I just think thicker. Is thicker the word?
This juice isn't thick enough.
Is that what it is?
I need a,
This is too juicy.
I need more viscosity.
I think that's what makes it a cider, right?
I gotta think so, because this seems like thick. I'll try one more sip just
All
to
right.
see.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
One more.
I want to look at it. It's not even that viscous.
No, it's not.
I'm using some big words. I learned that word during an oil commercial.
Oh, really?
You know,
Well, when they were
you
cleaning
got to
it
use
up.
mobile oil for viscosity and thermal breakdown.
Oh,
You
they
know,
showed a little guy inside the
a
engine.
little engine to pour. Yeah, that's. I finally found a place to use it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no.
Try it one more time.
All right,
I'm
I'll
gonna do
go.
it too. No.
No, it's just not enjoyable. I'm
Nothing
sorry. I'm not
about
just
it.
saying that.
Nothing about it. I'm sorry if you're an apple cider connoisseur and you enjoy, and you're like, these guys don't know what they're talking about. Maybe.
Right. And there was a friend, a Facebook friend I saw him post today. Can't stop drinking the cold apple cider. So
Here we're going.
Here we go with that.
We're going in with that.
He called it a can't stop drinking.
Really? Let's see.
Right. I'm swirling. I'm gonna sip.
This might be a little better because it's like an apple juice. I gotta go with that. I'm gonna say.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna assume that this is gonna be a lot better. See, I can see where you're going with that.
I could go with the cold.
I can, but it still has like a sort of medicine-y flavor at the end of it.
Yeah, it's medicine. I'm going to order that if all the machines are broken down. We only have the cold apple cider machine, and the refrigerator with waters and Powerades fell over. And they all broke.
And our faucets aren't running, so
like,
there's no water out of the faucet.
All right, can you still use my app? Because I got no cash. I will buy that.
Yeah, I could see why you would enjoy that more so than the hot is just a piss-warm apple juice. At least this tastes like an apple juice, but it's got some kick of cinnamon in it, which I don't want to drink cinnamon.
No.
Right?
No.
I mean, I put cinnamon. Sometimes you put it on a hot chocolate, I guess, on top of a coffee, but it doesn't have that much strong flavor. I'm good, is what I'm saying. I'm good. I'm going to wash that flavor down with my iced coffee.
Oh, the iced coffee. I drank it. It went, because we went so far to hell with that. This was way heavenly.
Yeah, oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, the hot, definitely gone. I could live with an apple one if
someone came in like for an office party, guess what, guys? I got everybody iced apple ciders. I'll be like, thank you.
If they're like, got everybody hot apple ciders,
Like,
be
fuck
like,
you.
well, I guess we're not friends no more. I guess you decided today was the day that we're not going to be friends. You're like, I'm going to defriend Joe in real life.
Yeah, this is how I do it.
I'm going to do the defriend
This is how I
button.
defriend.
I'm going to defriend in real life, bringing Joe a hot apple cider.
This is how I unfriend you.
Yeah.
Here's a hot apple cider.
On a hot day.
Yeah. Here's how I get you blocked. Here's an ice apple cider.
Oh, yeah. If you want me to block you in my life, bring me hot apple cider. It's over. It's over.
All right. Well, we tried it. Alyssa, we tried it.
Alyssa, we tried it, and I appreciate your love of it, but
no, I can appreciate it. You must have everybody has different taste buds, I guess, but yours are. I would say you might want to go get them checked out.
Yeah, no, it's over. I don't think this is going to hit like the pumpkin did for years.
Yeah,
it's not going to hit. I'm telling you, next year there's going to be like blueberry cold.
Absolutely.
Cold.
No, it's going to be gone. It's going to be gone. You're not going to.
They'll pick some other berry that's like very rare, like.
Yeah.
Like, what was those, like my grandma had, like, a mulberry thing in her backyard. They'll be like...
A mulberry bush?
Yeah, frozen mulberry frappata. And you'll be like, ooh, sounds very exotic and fancy.
Do you want the frozen mulberry frappata swirl or the actual...
Oh, they're confusing the shit.
What's with that all of a sudden?
I go, every time I go to the thing, I'll have an iced French vanilla with cream. Swirl? No.
Yeah,
that's not a word you accidentally say.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want it swirled? With what? Swirl what? Hazelnut? No.
I said to the guy today, he just asked me, he's like, swirl or double shot? I was like, dude, what's the way it's always been? He's like, the shots. And that's what I want. Shots then.
Yeah.
The shots. What's the swirl word?
Yeah.
What happened? Where'd they get that from?
I don't know, man. They're just trying to appeal to our fat.
Well, they're trying to get these Starbucks morons that want to have something. It's the same. All Dunkin' Donuts, they're not really trying to create it. We just do the same flavor, add different words to it. It's still the same.
They're going to be a grocery store in 2 years because they got everything now. The one by my house has coffee cakes now in the front.
Oh,
Dunkin' Donuts coffee cakes. They're selling gum.
Oh, really?
They got granola bars, Dunkin' granola bars. Have you seen them yet?
No.
Yeah, mine has a basket of granola bars. You can buy Trident gum. It's like one-stop shop. You can go there for tires, oil change. It's going to be everything.
All right. Well, we aren't officially sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. I want everybody to know that.
No,
but however, we have spoken 3 episodes of Dunkin' Donuts. This is the 3rd.
Yeah, well, it's a big part of our life, and what are you going to do?
It's a huge part of our lives, apparently.
I love it, except for the Apple shit.
People are going to be like, now what? It's Dunkin' Donuts. That's what.
Yeah. We're going to get a cease and desist order from Dunkin'. Hey, can you guys stop talking about us?
Yeah. People Google it. You guys come up first before Dunkin's. I mean, where's that Dunkin' Donuts? First, we got to go through this goddamn podcast before we can find the Dunks.
Yeah, Dunkin' Apple, and then we come up.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that challenge, and it sucked. So anyway,
yeah.
Sunday, the captain's last day.
Jeter's done. I know this is. If you listen to it, you're not Yankee fans. I get. People are so against saying goodbye to an iconic sports player. Now, I can see their side. We've never. I mean, okay, we did it Mariano Rivera last year, but I can't think of any other sport
ever.
We gave like Michael Jordan didn't have a
Nope. A farewell season
tour. I love Jeter. Loved watching him play since I, got back into baseball in the 90s. I stopped watching for a lot of years. And I could admit it's a little much.
Absolutely.
I could, but it's like...
Because I didn't even care about it when they was like, oh, it's Derek's last game at Minnesota. I'm like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I didn't care. And I love Derek Jeter, but it didn't matter. But what I do recognize is that the fans that go to the Minnesota Twins games, there's young kids who love Jeter. There's parents, there's kids, there's guys who grew up watching Jeter, buying tickets because he's coming in this season because they just love watching Jeter. So to them to say goodbye, it's a goodbye to their hero too.
Right. Yeah.
So he just
it's a different time, so you see it more. Like I bet if Mantle was playing now, he would have had the farewell tour. Just back then there was no social media and no hype machine, no 24-hour media coverage. It was just what it was. Right. Except back then when Mickey Mantle came to your town, it was like a real god came because you never physically saw him.
Exactly.
You never saw him on TV.
No, you read about him.
You probably saw him in little paintings.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Some cave carving.
But I'll tell you why this is. You are not going to see another baseball player do a farewell tour like this. I can't tell you who the next one's going to be. He's not even playing yet.
Nope. Maybe Trout.
Maybe. He's got to win a lot, though. But I think even if you win a lot with the Los Angeles Angels, ain't nobody give a shit.
No, it's because of the...
If somebody won with the Mets...
Or even Boston. Say you had a guy like a Jeter-esque player that started in the bottom. Like when Pedro Martinez. If Pedro would have stayed his 20-year season or whatever with the Red Sox...
Yeah, but not even. I don't think pitcher. Mariano was a weird pitcher
because he was a closer.
So
and he was
immortal.
Yeah, exactly.
But like everyday players, I think are more. Like, I mean, I guess Dustin Pedroia. I mean, he's like the Jeter of Boston if you think about it.
But of Boston.
But he don't bang broads like Jeter did. So.
But he's of Boston. Like. Unfortunately, you can hate it or not. The Yankees are you can live in Boston. I mean. Boston has Boston fans. Of course, there are Red Sox fans everywhere, but there's Yankee fans are everywhere.
Right.
They're an iconic team. When you think baseball, when somebody says baseball, what's the first vision that comes in your head?
Well, it's like Cowboys for football.
Yes.
Like you just think, even though I'm a Giants fan, if you took somebody from outside the country.
Right.
NFL football, Cowboys, because that's the face of football.
Exactly, and Yankees are the face of baseball,
totally.
And they've been that since the beginning of time. And what do you want from us? So we didn't do it. Like we just like the team. I don't like the team because everyone likes the team. I just like the team because I'm a Yankee fan. I mean,
when the Yankees aren't in the playoffs, the ratings are the worst ever. They just tank when there's no New York team.
Right.
If the Mets are in, great ratings. Yes. People just want that. But this year it's gonna. Nobody cares.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Like even when I was listening to John Sterling and Susan Walden today. And like there was all the ceremonies for Derek to leave. And think about that. People talk shit about people are hating on this, but there's people I hope some of the people that post on your wall listen to this podcast. Because I didn't want to get involved into some comments.
Yeah.
But everyone loves to hate anything that people love to hate things that people are excited about.
Right.
Regardless if it's Derek Jeter or not, we just take it personal because it's Derek Jeter. But if it's anything, you know what I'm saying? Anything that's hyped up and people are really rallying around and having fun with, there's someone going, what's the big deal? You know what I mean? Everybody loves Breaking Bad. Who cares the fuck? It's just a show.
There's people out there dying. You guys are caring about this.
There's always that. There's always that guy.
One doesn't mean the other. Just because I'm all for Jeter doesn't mean I'm ignoring all the other problems in the world.
And so but there's always those people. They love to do that. Oh, it's just a guy. Yeah, no shit. If you could show me one article, one movement that anybody's been trying to say Derek Jeter is more than just a second baseman for the Yankees, please show me.
He's a shortstop, Mike.
I mean, shortstop for the Yankees. I'm just thinking number 2.
Is that the other Jeter?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Think about who. No one is saying that they're anything other than a baseball player.
No.
So what people come, listen, he's not a doctor, he didn't cure cancer. Oh, you're right. And I don't believe anyone said he did. What they did say, though, is he played 20 years. He did it right. Was he the best player to ever play the game? Hell no. But
And I've never heard anybody say that Jeter was the best player of the game. Jeter is a constant, consistent player for 20 years and put up over a body of work amazing numbers because of his consistency in the regular season and in the playoffs.
Right.
And I would take that over a superstar any day. I would rather have a team of consistent players, which were the Yankees in the early 90s, than a guy like A-Rod.
Right.
Or even Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, who was the greatest player of our lifetime, even without steroids.
Right.
Yeah, but you had to pay him so much on his team that they couldn't buy other players.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like he didn't make his team better. He just did his thing, put up his numbers, amazing player.
But the with the hate on listen, no, people who play baseball every day, professional baseball players, are showing him respect like they've showed nobody else. You know why? Because that's the kind of guy he is. No one's going to just give him respect because the baseball says we should. No. Did you see who came to the game today?
Yeah, man.
Yaz. Yastrzemski came to the game. You know how many things he doesn't ever come to the stadium ever anymore, and he doesn't go to any Hall of Fame inductions.
Yes.
And he came to say goodbye to Jeter. Why? Because he respects what the guy did.
Well, it's just like anything with success. I mean, I see it even you see people get success in anything, just regular business, anything. The moment people are like, he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
People love to beat people down. They'll support anybody if you're struggling.
Right.
Oh man, keep it going, man. You're gonna you make it. Then they're like, fuck you. You fucking you better think. I have members of my family who would be like, that doesn't make them better than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, nobody said. Well, they are. If you're on the baseball field, he is.
Yes. Right.
But he's not better than me in life. Well, that's such a obtuse observation. What does that mean?
And nowhere has anybody presented Derek Jeter as the best person to ever walk the planet. They just say
they'll be like, well, let's guys treat him as like he can do no wrong.
When it comes to baseball.
Listen, and he did some wrong. Okay, he didn't hit every single ball pitched to him.
No.
But he
Dude,
why the fuck do you care that I like a player on my team?
And he hit. All right, let's just put this to fucking perspective. He came up Thursday night in the biggest emotional game that any person playing the game of baseball would have ever been a part of.
Yeah.
Stepped up to the plate in the bottom of the ninth and fucking knocks in a single, traditional Yankee hit, like the way Jeter does it.
Uh-huh.
Inside-out swing, boom.
Yep, the Jeterian swing.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You telling me regular people can handle that? You know the pressure? Fucking A-Rod can come up with no outs, second inning, no pressure, dude strikes out because he can't handle any pressure.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter had the world staring at him going, this could be his last bat. It's going to be his last bat at Yankee Stadium ever. Let's watch him. And he fucking came through. Bullshit. That is an amazing focus because he's an amazing athlete.
It's just negative people. They're just fucking people just need to bitch.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's going to be ISIS they're bitching about.
Right.
Then the same people that last week were bitching about the president saluting with a coffee in his hand.
I know.
There's people that just
did somebody else put up? Did you see a post of the pictures of bushes
of Bush with the dog?
Yeah.
But it's like that where we're at. I said it on stage the other night. And people laughed at it. It was just a thing that came out of me. I'm like talking about Facebook, and I'm like, we like everybody's shit on Facebook, but we don't like each other.
Right.
Nobody likes each other.
Yeah.
And I got applause for that. It's just like all we do is bitch at each other and fucking try and shoot everybody's thing. That's
what I'm saying. Like, why can't you just let? All right. Joe Fernandez loves Jeter, man. He's so happy about Jeter. Loves the respect that Jeter's getting. He puts on his wall, man. Isn't this awesome? I love Jeter. And then someone's got to come up and go, well, he's just a man. Listen, fucknut. I always put this once every 6 months I put on my wall. I am 100% freedom of speech, but not on my wall. This isn't a debate
Oh,
center.
I deleted a comment today because of fucking an ex-comic. I like to call him an ex-comic because he gave up, but he still likes to try and be funny.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, you don't do this no more.
Right.
You don't do stand-up no more, so you don't have the right to be ball busting with the comics.
Right.
And it bothered me because I posted a picture of me and Kerry at the Myloma walk.
Okay.
And, a lot of people liked it because, they support her and a lot of nice comments. And this one ex-comic was like, how come you look like the cancer patient in this picture? Or something to that effect. Like,
what is he, an idiot?
And I just deleted it.
Absolutely.
I didn't go. And I'm like, I'm not going to go. It's like, this is a picture about my wife's day, about this myeloma walk supporting this good cause, and you're going to try and do a dig at me on this? Like, listen, man, if you want to dig at me in the green room,
right,
I'm okay with that, but you quit, so you don't have the right to do that no more.
Yeah.
Like, because you're a quitter, so you're not a comic.
Right.
So stop it. And, it's like, it bothers me that someone would take a nice moment like that and try and make a hurtful joke at me, which, like I said, if we were outside of that.
Yeah, and it's a joke. It's a joke. Definitely. Like, if I was to say, like, we see Carrie, it looks great, and then you come stumbling out of the rooms like, Jesus Christ, who's the sick one here?
Right.
But that's the joke because you're my boy, and I can bust your balls.
Right, but not on that thread.
Not on that thread.
No, because that was all about the support of the walk.
Exactly. You're supporting a walk for many people who actually have died from that, and some people who are still suffering today. So, like, that's a special thing. We're doing this.
And I deleted that because I know if my wife saw that, she would have been pissed.
Yeah, of course she would have.
And hurt, probably. And it's just like, have a little, like, I get it. If you're a comic, because I know comics listen to podcasts a lot, more than the average person, just have some sort of, like, fucking, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, like,
I mean, it's couth.
some sort of, couth, decency.
You just, like,
you know when you're being, you knew it was wrong.
And no one's saying that, it's off limits. Nothing's off limits, dickheads.
Not for me.
Nothing is off limits, but use a little common sense. Like, this is a guy who I know personally who's just posting a picture with him and his wife after doing a walk for cancer. Maybe this isn't the spot to do that lame-ass joke.
Right. But, like, I was proud of myself instead of because my initial reaction, because I saw it right when I woke up this morning, was.
Did anybody? Nobody went on.
Saw because I just woke up and I just got the like I just was checking my Facebook and a notification like just came up. It was only up for like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, good.
You can see on the time, so I just saw it. I'm like, delete.
Good.
So I was like, I'm not gonna call because I know people would jump in and turn it into a mess and ruin this nice picture.
Exactly.
And I did it because the dude. It's not. I don't like the dude, but it's like it was kind of a dick thing.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
But he's kind of an arrogant dude. Like,
right.
He was very arrogant in comedy when he did it. I think that's why he got out because he
has thin skin.
He thought he was better.
Arrogance is thin.
The industry wasn't giving him what he thought he deserved. So
of course.
I got to take my genius elsewhere.
What did Norton say? It's not the industry. They just don't want what you have.
Yeah. No, I showed the industry. They're just not interested.
Exactly. Yeah.
They fully see it.
Yeah, they've seen the whole thing.
And it's like, like I say, like it's just like when other people like bust my balls, like they see like us bust balls, the comics, and it's like if you're not, you can't come in, man. I'm not. I'll let comedians that I see work every night bust my balls, but if you're a civilian, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Right.
Even if you used to be, you're a used to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to be a current if you want to fucking play.
Right.
That game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you got to go fuck yourself.
Right.
Because he wouldn't like it if it would. I just, I think of jokes when shit comes up, but I don't post everything I think of because sometimes
there's, I
don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
There's a place and a time. There's no reason to hurt, there's no reason.
Like Jim Norton said one time, just because we brought him up before, somebody asked him one time, is there anything off limits at your shows? He goes, no, but he goes, like, I'm not going to do a joke about a burn victim if there's a burn victim in the crowd that I know's there.
Right.
Because I don't want to, at my show, knowingly hurt somebody's feelings.
Correct.
That didn't ask for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like that one time you saw me when I was doing the fat people with the wheelchair, and this like fat woman got wheeled up right to the front of the stage. And I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
If I didn't know she was there, it was one thing. Like I've done that, and a guy in a wheelchair was in there I didn't know, and he loved it.
Right.
But I don't want to. I can't point out a fat woman in the front row and make fun of her.
Right.
Make her night shit. Why? So
Yeah, right.
From my act.
Right.
Fuck that.
And she's got to learn to deal with it.
Then,
Why
I
does she have to learn?
don't have it. Then
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not a good comedian if I have to.
That's the only thing I have to go to.
I have to do that.
That's the one joke I need to get out today.
Yeah. No. See. Yeah. And it's just shit like that. I think of that when I'm posting shit.
Yeah.
And jokes on Facebook and even comedian Sean Morton, we relentlessly bust his balls on Facebook.
Right.
Probably hurt his feelings, but I think he takes it because it's
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the comics.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Should I let my dog eat his CD on video?
Really?
Yeah, I took his. He gave me a digital download card.
Right.
And I gave it to Cody, and
nice.
Cody started chewing it. I'm like, it stinks, doesn't it, Cody? He's ripping it apart, and he runs off with it. And I videoed it and posted it on Sean's
that's
wall.
the best.
And Sean said when he saw it, it made his day.
Really? That's good. I mean, because he's taking. Yeah, of course, man. Well, we could take jokes. I mean, it's not.
But I bet if just a dude.
Or
Like a regular person did it, it probably hurt him more.
Or if Sean Morton posted, hey, man, I really feel proud of my new CD. My family just got it. My mom said it was really great. Here's a picture of my mom listening to my CD. And then you put the video up on that. Like,
right,
what? You really?
Right.
Really? This is where you're shitting on me right now?
Yeah.
You see, I'm trying to share a nice moment.
Yeah. Now, I like to go, I do believe that the dude was going for the laugh and not to hurt me.
Yeah, wrong spot, though.
Right. Like, I do believe he was going for a laugh and trying, but it's like just
And you're going to be in the middle of a thread of non-comics who take everything personal. So they're all going to jump. Like, I put stuff up and, like I put a picture. I don't know if you saw it last night. I put a picture of it says dressing room behind me. And it's there's a big can of garbage.
Yeah.
A slop sink and a mop. But this is dressing room. I put my head and took the picture to show that area. It's a filthy area, but that was really an arrow pointing down the stairs to where the dressing room was.
Okay.
Which is still wasn't as great. It wasn't as bad as this, but it wasn't great. Somebody came on my thread, non-comics. She's like, "What? No respect, man. This is ridiculous." Like, she took that personal.
Right.
She's not a comic.
Yeah.
So you put something stupid in a thread, who's the cancer patient here? A non-comic's going to be like, really, bro? What the fuck kind of dick is this guy? And start some kind of non-necessary...
Right. Honestly, it honestly didn't really hurt me. It bothered me, but I was doing it. I deleted it more before my wife saw it.
Right.
Because she still has cancer. She's not in remission yet. We're still battling
Correct.
this. And it's like, this was her moment.
Yes.
And it's like, I'm not going to let you fucking...
Yeah, shit on it.
No, not to get a joke out.
Right.
Not to get a joke out. It's like, come on,
Right.
man. You're better than that.
You want to work out? Go to work on stage. Oh, you don't do that no more? Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
don't
don't do
get
that
to work
no more?
stage.
Yeah,
you don't
no.
get to work jokes on me.
Yeah, no. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Put them on your own wall.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But so that was that. That was this morning, but it came with the whole Facebook and people just being stupid and.
But I was just with Derek Jeter, his last year, in his last game, last hit, RBI. It's not a fucking bullet line drive into the outfield, but it still got him in, got him on first, and he's been doing that his whole career. Mm-hmm. And for an organization like Major League Baseball, and for all the players, young and old, new and past, you know what I'm saying? The guys who have gone, to come out and show that due respect every time he's around. Not one person had a bad thing to say about him as a person.
Right.
People do, question his stats, and people blah, 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 whatever. The dude did it and he said something the other day, which I've never heard him talk positive. You never hear him talk about himself. No. And he said that one thing on Thursday's interview, I don't believe anybody worked as hard as I did.
Right. He's like, I'm not the best player in the field, but nobody's out going to outwork me.
He said maybe equally as hard they worked, but no one outworked me.
Right.
And that's the truth.
And that's something that,
and that's what everyone...
that I try and apply in my life. It's like, yeah, I'm not the most talented.
Right.
I'm not the most talented comedian, but I work hard.
Right.
I work as hard as I possibly could.
Right.
You know what I mean? And get what I get out of it. And that's like the message I get from Jeter. It's like, all right, just because I'm not as funny as the funniest comic doesn't mean I shouldn't do it and work hard at it.
Right.
It's
exactly.
Like, you know?
Yep.
It's like, if I'm not Barry Bonds, why even try?
Yeah, there'll be just one player every year.
Dude,
just one guy knocking the ball around by himself.
Exactly.
So yeah, Jeter is a kind of, he's the kind of guy that if my son played baseball, I want him to look up to Jeter.
Yeah.
That's who you want them to look up to, a guy like that.
Well, people like competition, and they like to say this guy sucks, that guy's better, and everything. Yeah. Even in comedy, I get it. You ever get on a showcase and people come up to you, oh, you were so much better than the other guys. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not in competition.
I'm not trying to be.
I'm not trying to be. I'm really just trying to go up and be funny, and those guys are going up trying to be funny.
Right.
Now, you may prefer my jokes, but to say that I'm better than them,
right?
We don't think like that.
No.
Like, it's not a competition. People always like to make everything a competition.
We don't. So, the guys like
some
regular,
people
a lot of comics do. They're always out there trying to be the best, but a lot of comics don't.
Right, but I don't know. Like, I always feel like on the road, because I do road more than city stuff. I always feel when I'm on the road and we're all trying to make the best show.
Absolutely.
Like, no one's there like, I'm gonna blow that motherfucker out of the water.
No, not 3-man shows.
No, we're like, let's make this a great show.
Yep.
It's like.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't think in those terms.
Right.
I don't because what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, absolutely. No.
Like I'm in competition with myself. That's
always
my mental competition with myself. Because I can't help it if a guy is funnier.
No,
I can't say, well, tomorrow I'm going to be even funnier.
Yeah.
Like every night I try to be as funny as I possibly could.
Absolutely.
It's not like I'm giving 8%, 80% tonight. It's like I try to give 100%.
Right.
That guy's 100% is better than mine.
It's better than mine.
And it's not.
And tomorrow, if I give my 100%, it's not going to be better than that.
Right.
That's just the way that works.
Just the way it is.
Yeah.
Just the way it is. Like, people, it's that whole, people get jealous, and I think they try to find a reason.
Right. Yeah, it's just I'm happy that I got to see the kid play baseball for 20 years.
Hey man, I think of him. I put it in a post. I said I never think of him any more than a ball player. I respect him. He entertained me for 20 years. Just like if Metallica said they're retiring, Metallica has entertained me for most of my life.
Yes.
If the Foo Fighters retired,
right?
I respect them. They put out products that I bought.
Yep.
And when I bought and went and watched it or listened to it, it was great.
I enjoyed it.
When I went and saw Jeter, I felt even if they lost, he gave me everything he had.
Right. The Thursday night the game was like, tweet your moment, your best moment at Yankee Stadium with Jeter. What was the best moment when you were at Yankee Stadium with Derek Jeter? In 1999, on my birthday, I had tickets to Yankees, Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated Manny Ramirez was on Cleveland, and I hated fucking Manny. I hated him.
Yeah.
Right field, dick. Hated him.
Yeah.
And he came up and he blasted, I think, a 2-run home run, like in the top of the 9th, and we were down by 2. Or down by 1. And bottom of we tied. He tied. He made us tie. Douche. Tied us up at 5. Bottom of the 10th, man on first and second, Derek Jeter blasts a double over Manny Ramirez's head and scores the winning run. We win. Walk off. 1999, Derek Jeter. On my birthday. I was so pumped, dude. And I was was it the Lowe's section?
Yeah.
And I was right over right field, and I'm Manny Ramirez, and the place is erupting. I mean, it was fucking on fire, and I just kept going. I hated him, so I was like, fuck you. I just kept saying, fuck you to Manny Ramirez, because he ruined my day. And then Jeter won it. It was the best moment I think I've ever seen in a baseball game. For me.
Yeah.
Live.
I don't even remember. I always had fun.
Yep.
In the past 20 years,
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it was great. I mean, shit, our young adult life, there was a Yankee dynasty.
Yes.
Like in a time where we could afford to go to games.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, we lived through a Yankee dynasty in like the prime of our life. I mean,
right. Oh, no,
that's amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if it never happens again, we had a great time.
That's like us being 35, 32 years old when, Mantle and DiMaggio were on the field.
Right.
And being able to be a part of that as an adult.
Yeah.
Not a kid that saw some of it, heard some of it, just know that the guy's really good. We watched them be good.
See, you know what I think it is that takes away from things like that? Like, revere all these old players, DiMaggio, Ruth, because we look back on it fondly. Nowadays, we want to make everything as quickly as possible as icons.
Right.
Where icons were built over years back then, and stories being passed down. Now it's even the TV gets a little much with it. It's
right.
We can't wait for things anymore.
Yeah.
We can't wait for it. It's
right.
we got to make them immortal.
Yeah.
While they're alive.
Right.
While they're still playing.
Yeah. No, that's the.
It's and that's why I kind of see what the other people say.
Absolutely.
It's all right, we get it. He's good. Now shut up.
Totally.
Because and I'll tell you the first time I realized it today. I put on the Yes Network, and they had the Yankees magazine, then Yankees batting practice, then the Yankees pregame, then the Yankee game. And holy shit, for the first time, I'm like, enough about Jeter. It was 2 fucking hours. Now, I didn't watch a lot of ball this year. I just didn't have time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this must have been what it was like before every game. Jeter this, Jeter that, Jeter this, Jeter that. And I got to say, honestly, for a moment, I'm like, all right, let's get these bats out of the way and fucking move on.
Yes.
I want to get to the offseason.
No, absolutely.
Doesn't take away my love for him.
Right.
But
I get it.
The media's just got to chill.
Dude, I totally get it. I get it. My problem is the people have to be negative to the people who are enjoying the media's frenzy.
Oh, yeah.
Who cares if you think Jeter's the best player ever? Why do I negatively have to ruin your shit because I'm a miserable fuck?
Because we got to share about Obama.
Yeah.
And how he's Kenyan.
Yeah.
And how he's the worst president that ever lived. And it's I was let's get back to that. Because that was better in my news feed. All your shitty posts about the economy. My idiots that don't know how to split a check at the diner are going to tell me how to fix the economy.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah. Oh, ISIS. You got the cure for ISIS? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's Obama going to do? Why is he going to go fight them? Okay, we're sending airplanes. Oh, he's sending airplanes?
Yeah,
he's going to bomb them?
It doesn't mean.
It's no matter what he does.
Nope.
It's the wrong thing.
Nope.
It's the wrong thing. It's
I
said that I tagged James. I go, especially you, James. That we need more of your, impartial Obama postings. You know what? I almost wish, not to get on a political thing, but people always say, dude, I used to criticize Bush. I criticized Bush. This wasn't social media for you to see it. I was doing it. I almost want a Republican to win just to show how full of shit all these motherfuckers are and how they're not going to criticize whoever.
We need a squeaky white Republican.
Yeah.
And let's see where your outrage is.
Right. I think I want to see what it's impossible to get, but I think we need a gay black woman Republican.
I don't even know if that exists.
President. It would you'd see. You just hear about. You ever see the movie Scanners where heads explode?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen on the South.
Yeah.
People are just going to die. They'd be like, I don't know who to hate. I hate everything about them, but they Republican.
Yeah. I can't.
But I'm just saying. I don't want to get into a political discussion.
No, I'm just.
But
you know why?
I prefer Jeter to that.
Yes, I'll watch a million news stories about Jeter than to have to watch one posting of some shitty fucking budget report that people don't even know how to read.
Yeah.
Posted. Look at this one. Did you see this article?
See this article from the Republican Beacon?
Yeah.
It's not even I go, what the hell kind of news source is that? It says Republican in it. Yeah, but those,
they're biased. They're not biased.
They're not biased. Dude, MSNBC's biased. Nobody's true. Everybody's biased. I'm like, but you guys don't even hide it. It's the Republican Patriot Times.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they call it Obama We Hate.
Yeah.
.com. Hate Obama and everyone who loves him.
.com. Where we are open-minded and fair and balanced.
Yeah, fair and balanced. Shut up.
I don't get into it. I don't feel like doing those people.
No.
But anyway, farewell, Captain.
Farewell to Captain Jeter.
20 awesome years.
He did leave at the right moment. The few games I did watch this year, watching him ground to second and short was getting quite painful.
But that was I was always used to that.
But
every year I would say, oh, there's a man on first, there's one out. Okay, here comes a double play, and Bink, dunk, double play, inning ending. Fuck me.
Yeah. I just don't think they'll be able to get an icon like that again. Not an icon. Not that you go looking for an icon, but like just the way the baseball structure is set up, you can't get players.
But I think the way Jeter became an icon is what will make him so special because he just wanted to be a Yankee. He wanted to play shortstop, and he worked hard, and he did his best. And like he wasn't a fucking arrogant prick. He wasn't steroid.
You can't
he was
draft
just a
players
guy.
like Jeter no more unless you start losing a lot.
No, yeah, we don't have the
because now teams can afford to keep their players, which stinks for the Yankees.
Right.
But I'd love to get Mike Trout, but I think they locked him up.
Let him stay over there.
Yeah, he can stay over there. Anyway, we don't make this a baseball podcast.
No.
We're 39 minutes in.
Okay. Good.
39 minutes in, and we have done apple cider and baseball.
And people who hate.
And people who hate for sport, I guess.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Negative pricks.
Yeah. So, what else is going on with you, Michael?
What else is going on with me? Nothing. I just had a couple of good shows with Kathleen Madigan in front of nice big theaters.
Nice.
Yeah, man, they're good shows, man.
Mike plays big theaters. Last night I played a Hungarian hall in Pennsylvania where the crowd was so small we took a picture with the whole crowd on the stage for the show. I bet you never went to a comedy show where we invited the whole crowd up. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. My batteries ran out on the recorder because I had these shit Kodak batteries I'm never using again. They are the fucking hot apple cider of batteries. They are. They just. I've never seen batteries suck that fast in my life. So we're back to Maxell batteries now. So I think I left off. I was saying that I performed.
You took a photo with
a
the
gig
audience.
so small that the whole audience came up for a picture after the show. It's on Instagram. But it was a good show. There was 15 people in this massive hall that could probably hold 200. And it was weird. The guy, the picture was posted on Facebook of the whole picture of us together.
Yeah.
Comedian Liz Russo posted it, and the guy who was running it commented. He goes, "I'm so happy you and Brad stayed to do the show." Like he thought we were gonna leave.
Oh, really?
Get paid anyway. He's like,
"Oh, okay."
And we're like, "Nah, man, we're professional. Fuck it. If you're paying, I'll do the show."
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll if you were there, I'd be like, "Yo, you want to hang at the bar? I'll tell you a couple knock jokes."
Right.
I'll do.
You know what it is? I think people outweigh, like, removed from what we do, stand-up comedy, really think we are prestigious.
Right.
And think that, like, not that we're prima donnas or nothing, but, like, that we would be like, nah, we only perform for, 100, 150. We're not doing this 15-man show. And the truth is, we are the lowest rung on the entertainment ladder. We'll do whatever fuck we can do. But if we're getting paid, we do the job. That doesn't deter us because there's only 12 people in the audience.
Right, and we did it. We gave them a show, honestly, as if there was 200 people in the room. We didn't, like...
No, you don't give them a 15-person show. You give them a...
Yeah, we didn't. You
give them the show.
You've seen comics do that, though, where, like, they're so uncomfortable around a small crowd, so they'll start, like, meandering and making fun of people and, like, this sucks.
Yeah.
It's like, just do your fucking show.
Yeah, their whole act is about that.
Right. You can make light of it a little bit. That's what makes it funny. But
I remember when Danny Aiello used to have this Hoboken room. Danny's upstairs. And I'm not going to say who the headliner was, but he went up there, and there was only, 9 people, 10 people up there in the show. In a back wall full of comedians and Danny and his son. So there's maybe 12 people in the room total, 13. And that room holds about 100. Mm-hmm. So he spent he was only supposed to do roughly 30 minutes to close it out.
Right.
He did almost 45 or 50 minutes. Would not get off stage. And most of the time was about bashing how he had nobody there and how it had to be upstairs. It's ridiculous. What we at? And he made fun of the venue for 45 minutes. And the fucking fact there was nobody there.
Did he have the same name as me?
He did.
Yeah.
And Danny came up to me at the end of the night and was like, what the fuck am I going to do about this? Enough. I get it. The fucking room. We got it upstairs. Nobody here. But this guy, how many times? And I don't think he was back after that.
And I'm happy to hear that Because fucking, I know who you're talking about. I don't like that guy. And it's like guys like that. It's like, you're a dick. You know, people are paying you. That's the way I look at it.
Yep.
Who was it? I think Seinfeld said it in his book that I read. But he's like, or it was an interview I heard him. He's like, if someone's paying you, you have an obligation to give your best effort for their show.
Right.
If they're handing you cash or a check, it's like,
yep.
You know, you have a responsibility.
Yeah.
Hey, those 15 people that were there paid to be there.
Right.
Right? They made that their night. It's my responsibility to give the best show I can. That's
Absolutely.
Shit on the fact that it sucks.
Right.
You know?
Right. And those people couldn't help it. We're here. What do we want me to do? We came out.
Right. Right. Why am I going to go make
You want to go bash the people who didn't come? Let me go to their houses.
Well, those are self-centered pricks that make it all about them.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm happy when I hear they're doing poorly. And
right.
And it's I was telling a young comic this recently. I was like, if you're cool, that's like half the battle in this business.
Right.
Like, I said honestly, I go, if I ever have gigs where they say you can bring a comic, and like, I said, I'm like, I'll take a guy that's half funny and really cool over a guy that kills and is a dick any day.
Right.
Because I'd rather give that guy that's got a good attitude.
Yeah, give him
an
the
opportunity than the fucking arrogant fucking what the fuck
the guy who
they
thinks
shit.
he deserves it anyhow.
Oh,
the guy who
it.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't like you're not as good nor as bad as you think you are.
Right.
It's like,
right.
That shit makes me sick.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you know, yeah, whatever the I did it at college like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I go there and the girl was like, I don't know, you never know who's going to come. And it was a nice little room. And she says, you never know. And they got about 25 kids.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't. It probably would have fit if they jammed them in about 80.
Right.
If they jammed them in. She's like, I'm sorry I didn't get any more. Are you going to be okay? It's okay. And I'm like, hon, this is fine. This will be fine. And I went up there and I gave those kids the best we can do for an hour. Like, she's like, I just wish it was more. That doesn't need to be more.
No.
It is what it is. Who cares? I'm here. I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
Let me do my best and have fun with these people. Well, this isn't a reflection, you arrogant prick, on who you are as a comic. Now,
it is a reflection if you're going to be a dick about it.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you put your name on a marquee and you sold tickets for 6 months based on you being there, and you pulled out of 800 people, you pulled in 20, you may then say, wow, my drawing power sucks ass.
Right.
But if you're at a show with 4 or 5 comics on it and there's 12 people in the audience, they don't even know who you are.
Right.
Get up there and tell your jokes and make them have a good night.
But I guarantee you this place will call me and Brad Trackman back again.
Right.
Because we did it professionally.
Right.
When they filled the room. I bet those 15 people, if say me and Brad were in town in the next couple months, like, oh my God, those are those guys.
Right.
They'd come see us because we didn't make it uncomfortable.
Right, yeah.
No, because they said that. They had a show there one time where the guys just wound up shitting on the show and they said the headliner did 15 minutes and then left the stage.
Did you get any of those names?
It was these local names. They had the names. It was like local comics that like didn't have nothing.
Right.
They didn't have 15 minutes.
Well, that's the thing. I'll talk to my manager about it. It's like these comics and be like, what is he charging you? That 15. Dude, I got a couple of friends. We'll come in. We'll do it for $300. Don't even worry about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, $300. We're going to get because they're going off the quality comedy show they got last year for $1,500. You're going to do that for $300? Yeah, here's $300. Fucking make it happen. Yeah. And you truck in 37 of your shitty friends who aren't good enough to get booked on a $1,500 show. I'm not saying anything bad about it. You're just not ready for that show.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, and these people think they were going to get the $1,500 show. They got the $300 show. And then the next year, you fucked it up because they went from getting 150 people to come out to their fundraiser to getting 15 people to come out to their fundraiser because you ruined comedy for that fundraising.
Yeah.
They're like, now we're good. That show
just like
sucked.
any business, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Even when I do my video editing, I have people call me to like, oh, I got this guy that'll do it for this much. I'm like, I hope he's good.
Right.
I'm not coming down to that price.
Right.
You know what I mean? I like a handful of times the people paid that guy, got a shitty product, and gave me all the raw footage to redo it at my rate.
Right.
So they paid even more instead of they tried skimping and got shit. And it's like,
but that's what happens with a lot of shows. But But at least you're.
But the show was fun. That's back to the original point.
Yeah.
You know, you're playing nice theaters. I played a nice Hungarian hall, 15 people. We both left feeling good about ourselves.
Yeah. I did on Friday. Was it me and you talking about? Did you talk about this on the podcast about the food? People charging outrageous prices for small. Oh, no, we were talking about where you did a gig and the food was great, a little pricey for the size.
Yeah, I'm tired of expensive food, shit portions.
Correct. So on Friday night I did Turning Stone in Verona, New York, and the theater with her, and it was sold out. Whatever that was, event center was I think sold out. But the one was like, here, you want to? Here's a card. She gave me a card, $75 comped to go eat any restaurant. So on the 21st floor is a steakhouse. So I go up, open up the menu. I'm going to get a steak. I got $75 right here. I'm going to get a fucking steak. I'm looking. I want the cowboy. You know the cowboy? It's like half ribeye, half.
It's like a big bone sticking out.
Yeah, and it's like a half ribeye steak and a half like New York sirloin. It's like like that's what makes it a cowboy. Like new parts of the meat.
Okay,
and it's really good. You know how much they wanted for that fucking thing? $99. $99. Now, granted, $75 would have been taken care of, and I would have paid the rest. I didn't even know I was going to eat for free. I was going to eat whatever. I was going to spend $20, $25 to eat anyhow.
Right.
But so I might as well do it on some steak. But I was like, fuck you. You're not making $99 off of a comp meal for that steak?
No.
Oh, fuck out of here. So I didn't order it.
$99. Like, me and my brother Mike were talking about this. We were doing the My Lomo walk. We were talking about food and shit. And It's like, one time I went out to dinner with someone, and they bought me, like, a $75 steak.
Right.
And I was like, I'm so glad I didn't pay. I was like, I don't know what I was expecting from this steak when I bit into it, like a spiritual awakening, or like extra power. Like, man, I can lift cars now, like with this steak. This steak's got magic powers. I'm telling you, man, I got just as good a steak at the Outback for $24.
Right.
I don't know where to get the balls. Like, and then the guy who paid for it was like, yeah, but the way they melt the butter on it, I'm like. Melt the butter on it. That's the secret? You threw butter on it? That's the key? I was like, I felt bad because he paid. He's like, it's dry aged. Now, all right, but it tasted like a wet aged one. Like, I don't know what the regular ones I get.
Right.
If they're
wet and young. Mine tastes wet and young.
Wet, no age.
The dry and the aged one.
Yeah. I don't know what the dry age did, but it didn't. I think you got ripped off. I appreciate you paying for me.
Right. Well, when we were in Foxwoods, Sebastian, we went to Prime, that place, that Prime.
Oh, yeah. I saw one when I was driving last night.
I think it's Prime, right? Is that the one that's right down the hallway from Foxwoods? That nice steak with the big wine, like elevator. You see all the wine.
Yeah, didn't we eat in there one time?
No, we ate right next door to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there. Oh, we did.
Me and you ordered the hamburgers because we didn't know we were gonna. We didn't know what they were paying for it. So me and Mike, we ordered cheeseburgers at a steakhouse because we didn't realize the club owner was gonna pay.
That's
for
right.
us.
Tammy, Mike, and us.
Tammy Pescatelli paid for us.
Yeah, we didn't realize.
Me and Mike were afraid.
Yeah, so we were like, let's get a burger. We'll split a burger.
You guys want burgers? We like burgers. We like hamburgers.
Well, Sebastian took me there, and their aged beef was like, I want to say like $45, but that's not as bad. $99 is insane. $99. I'm sorry, it's insane. Even there, they had like a lollipop steak. What is it? Like the ribeye with the big bone in it.
Yeah,
ribeye with bone in was $49. Ribeye with a bone.
But even $49, which isn't bad. But it's like go to the Outback. That steak's just as good.
Yeah.
Like and you know what I noticed? Like go to the Outback, you get a nice $24. The porterhouse is like $25, $29 maybe.
Right.
They'll give you a freaking sweet potato with like freaking
I know
cinnamon sugar. You get a soup or a salad. You go get like the $60 steak. And they're like, you want vegetables? Yeah. Oh, some vegetables? Yeah. And it's like shaved carrot strips.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Mine was a la carte, so I didn't get any steak.
So $99, you don't even get a side.
Nope, a la carte. But I was like, fuck you and your steaks. I'm not doing that, even if it is free. So I went and got a salmon. It was cedar wrapped salmon with spinach. And I'm like, oh, that's good. Cedar wrapped salmon with spinach. I'm good enough.
Right.
And They're like, oh, it's really the spinach is like almost like a garnish. It's like underneath the salmon, and it were true. It was like maybe 3 forkfuls of spinach and it was gone. So he's like, you want a side, like an a la carte out of pie, fucking asparagus on the side. I'm like, okay, give me asparagus on the side. And I got to order fried calamari and all of that and a seltzer, and it was $60 for a piece of salmon, some asparagus, and some fried calamari. $60. I would have not spent cash.
No
way. There's
I don't
no
eat
way.
like that. I don't need to eat like that.
Nope.
It's ridiculous.
They're like, she's like, the woman who
This
gave
is
me
a
the card.
casino?
Yeah, she's like, it's on the 21st floor, beautiful view. And I'm like, oh, that's nice.
I don't need a view.
First off, it's fucking 10 o'clock at night. We're looking over Verona, New York. What's the view? 3 parking lot lights? What the fuck am I looking at out there? I don't even know what's out there right there. You can't tell anything. I think there was a used car lot across the street. I saw those lights. Like, there was nothing to look at. What kind of view did I just pay for? And I had to listen to a lounge singer, which, I got to tell you right now, new respect. I thought we have shit gigs.
Oh, that's a shit gig. I've seen that.
And this was a really nice upstairs. Like I said, 21st floor. You got to get special key to get into the elevator. You know what I'm saying? To go to this place.
Okay.
It was like a high roller restaurant. Come out of you come out of the elevator, and to the right is the restaurant. To the left is the bar, and then there's like 2 bars split with like a little lounge in the middle. One old lady sitting there watching this lady play piano, and the lady playing piano, she's like this. You know, she's a bad loud singer. She was like, so what do you want to hear? There's only one person in there listening to her, and the woman said like 3 songs, and she was like, do you like? And then she like came like pulled a song out, like she's like that she knew, like the 3 songs that woman wanted to hear, she did not know. She's like, how about, do you like Whitney Houston's? And the woman was like, yeah. It's like, great. And she sang that instead. But I had to listen to that while eating this insanely expensive food.
$60 salmon. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
It's like when I take my wife out, she's like always into pasta. Fine. She likes pasta. That's her thing.
Right.
Her favorite thing is the easiest thing in the world: pasta with red sauce.
Which you can do at home.
You can do at home
for 6 cents.
And we'll go out to like a nice Italian restaurant. She's like, I got pasta marinara. It's like $25. Like,
I know.
I'd rather you not eat a $50 steak.
Exactly.
I'd rather order a $50 steak and throw it on the floor.
Yeah. Versus
and
that.
then we go home and make dollar pasta.
Exactly.
Then for you to waste $25. But I like it.
I know you
it's
do.
Infuriating.
When my kids were younger, like, can we go to this restaurant? You're like, we'll go to this restaurant. And they're like, we want noodles with cheese, no sauce. Like, and they charge $12.99 with like ziti's with just melted cheese.
I asked the chef one time on one of our cooking shows we were taping.
Right.
I said, I got to ask you this because it's ridiculous. Where do you guys get the gall to charge $20 for a plate of pasta?
Right.
With all this shit on your menus. He's like, he goes, we have to. We don't want people to order that.
Right.
But if we have it real cheap, they'll only order that. They won't order the other stuff. So it's like, you keep pasta at like 20, they'll be like, I'll go for the other one for 23 or 24.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like they don't want you to buy just pasta either.
Right,
but if you're gonna spend $20 on it.
Right.
I get that, but it's I just want to smack family members when they're like, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Like,
my kids would do that, and I was like, I took over, and I was like, do you not get any? First off, I can make ziti's with cheese at home for roughly 46 cents. I'm not spending $12.95 each person's plate of ziti, no sauce, just cheese.
Oh, that's even more. I'd be just like, no, you don't. They don't eat. Don't serve them any food. They're gonna watch me eat.
So I said I used to make my kids get food, and I would like, they're gonna get chicken parm. I'll get one plate. I'll split the chicken parm. They're eating fucking more than just noodles with cheese.
Right.
And I made them eat, and they loved it, but they would always want to order that first. Can we get noodles? Like I would order from the delivery. Can we just get noodles and cheese? I'm like, I'm not. You think I'm delivering noodles and cheese to my house when I have noodles and cheese in the goddamn? No, we're not eating noodles and cheese.
It's the easiest thing to make at home.
Yeah.
Like we, like Justin. Justin, he hates going out to eat.
Right.
My stepson. We keep rigatoni like a shelf of it because he just rigatoni and butter. He just eats it up. He'll probably will not buy it out.
No. There's what's that? This fat guy.
Is that Ronan Tynan?
Yeah, right.
We're watching the Yankee game. I think Bernie's supposed to play guitar.
Oh, that's right. That's what
This
is at the 7th inning right now.
Yeah. Oh, Ronan Tynan, but wasn't he singing for the Yankees and he was like molesting people or something?
I don't know.
Like groping women.
But what's happening?
I don't know. Let's turn up the volume and see. I don't know if this comes through on the podcast. I'll hold my mic up. Okay, I'm done.
But what happened? But that we missed. Something was going on. He was like, nope. He was like, nope, nope. And then he was like, yes.
Maybe he wasn't ready.
Maybe. All right, we're good. Sorry, people. I thought he was going to sing.
Yeah.
Where's Bernie?
Bernie's supposed to do this 7th-inning stretch. I hear he's supposed to play.
No, he's supposed to play
take me
guitar.
out to the ball game.
Oh, really?
But
no. What? Don't they do that other song?
they
It's
do
fucking
Sweet Caroline. That's Boston, though.
Yeah, we're in Boston.
Yeah, I know, but it's for Jeter. I don't know what we're going to do. But let's wrap it up, and then we'll watch Bernie.
All right, cool.
Right?
Turn this off. Turn this down for now.
Yeah,
so
I'll turn it
talk.
down for now. So, yeah, we had a good conversation today. I think we
Yeah,
talked
it was
about
good,
food,
man.
bullshitted, got some shit off. You know, we're gonna bang these out, man.
Yeah,
That's what we
absolutely.
do.
Yep.
But people are liking it. I forgot to say up at the top of the show, we're going to start next week saying at the top of the show, you need to go to iTunes and rate us and Stitcher Radio. I'm telling people, Stitcher Radio is the best place to listen because you can listen on any phone.
Absolutely.
You know, so go to download the Stitcher Radio app.
But the thing is with Stitcher, you have to listen to it like streaming, so if you don't have Wi-Fi. But then you can go, if you download this app that I use, Beyond Pod.
Yeah.
You download Beyond Pod, you search this, what is it, RSS feed?
Yeah.
You search the RSS feeds, and it'll just bring in, every time an RSS feed is updated, it brings it to that
And
app
downloads it.
This way it's...
Yeah, find an app that downloads it. I'm surprised Stitcher's not on board with the downloading, knowing that people are so tight with their data. So, you know what? Fuck Stitcher. Don't use Stitcher. Use
yeah, Beyond Pod is what I use.
All right, use Beyond Pod. That's for iPhone or Android.
Yep.
And listen to the Now What podcast. Yeah, I mean, if you want to see where me and Mike are playing, it's probably easier just to go up to our websites.
MikeGaffneyLive.com.
And JoeFernandez.net. We're on Twitter. I'm at JoeFernandez75. Bernie Williams is taking the field, so we're going to sign off now because Baby Burn's playing guitar for Jeter, so I want to see this.
All right, man.
All right.
Talk to you later. Bye.
And now, we welcome the Grammy-nominated guitarist and dear friend of the retiring future Hall of Famer, who patrolled center field so well in his days as a baseball player. Here to surprise his friend and to entertain us with his unique rendition of Take Me Out to the Ballgame, welcome the outstanding former outfielder and equally outstanding musician, Mr. Bernie Williams.
That was the audio from Bernie Williams playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game at Fenway Park for his boy Derek Jeter's last game ever. We were going to end the podcast earlier, but we wanted to put that on because it was just... I got goosebumps, bro.
Me too, man. Tear up, too. I tear up because, it was great. And to hear the Boston fans, when it comes root, and it's usually for the Red Sox, they were root for the Yankees. It's fucking Boston, bro. Now, if you don't understand the hatred of the Yankees that Boston has, and to still go, wait a minute, man, these are fucking two outstanding ball players that played the game that we love, and they made it look good, and they made it look easy. Let's give them some love. That was awesome.
Awesome. And you know what? Fuck you if you don't like our talk about Jeter today. If you're one of those haters, you are
the problem.
The apple cider of my life.
Exactly.
Okay? Go fuck yourselves. Okay? We love Jeter. Goodbye, number 2. 20 good years. Right, Michael?
Oh, it was amazing. And thank you so much because I had what a great time in my life to watch a great team. And it's memories that they'll always be there.
Right. And now we're ending the podcast. What's the name of our podcast?
Now what?
See that?